Masters, it's your girl Vibes Tiffany, and it's the weekend, and of course I'm here to do my review on Power. So it's Power Season 2 Episode 9. Alright, so first we start off with Tommy being in prison, right? And he's going through bookings and all that, so they're basically like taking his fingerprints, he's doing his mugshot, and they're telling him to bend over, and like when they're telling him to, like, when he was doing his mugshot, like the police officer was like, "You are one ugly motherfucker." I was just like, oh my gosh, no. Anyways, I'm on the Free Tommy team, so I was like, free Tommy, free Tommy. But anyways, he did his booking and whatnot, right? And then the lawyer that Ghost went to see last week, like, I thought it was actually going to be a lawyer that was going to be used to defend him, Ghost. But it was a lawyer that he hired to defend Tommy. But anyways, yeah, the lawyer comes in, and his name is Joseph Proctor, right? And he's the one who is defending Tommy, right? So he basically... I'm sorry, my hair needs to be done, but yeah. Excuse me, yeah. So the lawyer comes in, and the lawyer is like, yeah, I'm your defense lawyer and whatnot. And he's like, who sent you? You know, Tommy's like, who sent you? And the lawyer was like, you don't know. Like, you know, the eye contact, like, read my mind. Who you think sent me? Be telepathic. And Tommy's like, yeah, so where is he? Isn't he supposed to be in here? And before we got to that scene, like, we saw when Tommy was actually going out to meet the lawyer, and like he was walking, and there was somebody in the line who resembled Ghost from behind, and Tommy was like, gee, and then he realized it wasn't Ghost. Like, he was really disappointed, like, oh, you know, I got locked down, but he didn't. Anyway, the lawyer is like, listen, I'm here to defend you. A good Samaritan sent me, and I'm here to defend you. So you can either accept it, or you can have some public defender who has a million cases defend you. But I am a very good lawyer, and I was paid a lot of fucking money to defend you. So what is your choice? What is your decision? What are you gonna do? And Tommy was like, all right then, since I don't have no choice, sit down and defend. So Tommy and his new defense lawyer goes to court because Tommy is seeking bail, right? So they go to court, right? And of course, Angela and her team, them walking in proud with them shoulders back, you know, because they've accomplished something and they've taken down Tommy Egan. And they feel like, you know, we have this all locked because we have all the evidence and whatnot, right? So anyways, Tommy's lawyer is like, you know, Angela, the judge was like, who wants to go first? Does the government want to go first, or does Tommy, the defense, want to go first? And then the government's like, we will go first. And Angela is like, oh, so in her feelings, like, yes, I did this shit. I took him down, you know? And everybody is proud and whatnot. They're sitting quite comfortably because they think that they have the evidence. So do they know that Miss Angela, everything that she got in terms of evidence was all done illegally. Anyways, so yeah, Tommy is eventually denied bail and whatnot, and Angela and her team, woohoo! They feel like, you know, yes, we've accomplished something, and then this bitch is going down. We've done it, yeah. All right. So yeah, that's that with Tommy and Angela. And Tasha are playing house, right? And so, you know, they're all kissing up on each other, and you know, Sean is like, oh, this is how it should be, you know, because I'm getting privileged now to kiss up on her and hug up on her and all that and whatnot, right? And then Tasha gets a phone call, and who is on the phone but Tommy? Tommy's like, Tasha, they got me, I'm in prison. And she's like, is Ghost in prison too? Because she's like worried, you know, like, is Ghost there too? And he's like, no, I'm the only one here, he's nowhere to be found. And Tasha is like, where the fuck is Ghost? Like, where is he? And of course, Ghost is nowhere to be found, right? So Tommy is in prison. Tasha finds out about it, and basically what happens is that Tasha goes to see Ghost because she doesn't know where he is. Tommy is in prison and whatnot, right? So she goes to see Ghost, and where can she find Ghost but at Truth? So she goes, and she's angry, like she's super angry. She's like, you didn't tell me about this plan. Like, you stated everything about the plan, but you didn't tell me that a part of the plan was for you to get Tommy in prison, right? She's like, you think you have a grip on this bitch, but you don't have a grip. And she's like, you know, you send Tommy to prison. You don't have a control. Like, you, first of all, when she went in, she was like, your dick is no longer the super dick. Like, you thought your dick was all that and a bag of chips, but clearly it is no longer all that and a bag of chips, because you clearly have no control over this fed bitch that has now taken down Tommy, and now Tommy is in prison. So, what exactly is going on? You failed to remind me that a part of the plan was for you to actually put Tommy in prison, because had I known that Tommy was to be in prison as a part of this plan, you knew that I would not have gone along with this. So, you did not tell me about that. So it's like, this is fucking Kanan all over again. Like, are we trying to screw Tommy over the way we screwed Kanan over? And Ghost is like, no, I wouldn't do that to Tommy, I wouldn't do that to Tommy. And she's like, you wouldn't do that to Tommy, that's exactly what you're fucking doing. And then Ghost is like, no bitch, no, I wouldn't do that to Tommy. Tommy's my boy. Are you crazy, Tasha? I wouldn't do that to Tommy, are you crazy? Anyway, he calms her down and she's like, you know what, Ghost? You're fucking playing with fire. You're fucking playing with fire, and I hope you know exactly what you're doing, because you see, if you don't know what you're doing, we are all gonna fucking get burned. You're gonna get burned, I'm gonna get burned, Tommy's gonna get burned, and you don't know, if me and you get burned, who is going to fucking be there for the kids? Because you don't know that Tasha's concern is mainly her kids, right? So she's like, if you get burned, I get burned, what is gonna happen? So you better be fucking careful. You better be careful, right? So that is the end of Tasha with her confrontation of Ghost in terms of Tommy. Bosses are all like in their feelings congratulating Angela, you know. Angela, you're the boss, you know, you did this, you brought down Lobos and you brought down Tommy and whatnot, right? So anyways, the bosses are congratulating her and everything, and they were like asking her, like, you know, how did she know where Tommy was? And she was like, oh, you know, I had a tail on him and I've been following him. And the boss is like, you know what? It's alright. Even though that wasn't right, it's alright because we have him in custody right now, right? So it's okay even though what you did in terms of having a tail on him wasn't right. Anyway, the boss goes, congratulations, oh yeah, drink, you know. Angela on top of the world, because yes, the break in her career that she wanted is here. Anyway, the boss goes away and Greg is like, I know you didn't have a tail on Tommy. I know that you have a connection with James, and you realize that you're going to need him to testify, right? He's going to have to actually come forward to testify against Tommy, right? And she's like, just looking at him, you know, because she doesn't know, say, Ghost's not going to testify against Tommy already, but, you know, him just telling her that, listen, yeah, you had all of that and whatnot, so you don't know you're going to need James to testify. Anyway, she goes to visit Ghost, right? And you know what is funny, guys? Like, Tasha doesn't know where Ghost is. She can't call him or anything. She has to just go check him. But Angela know exactly where him live. Angela know where him is. Angela know everything. And I am really getting annoyed with Ghost now with this Angela thing. Like, seriously, Ghost. Yeah, honestly, I'm even lost for words. Honestly, Ghost annoying me now with this Angela thing, right? Alright, so Angela goes and check him, right? And he's basically saying to her, like, you know, alright, you got Lobos, Tommy's not the one that you want, so you got Lobos, so why don't you just help me to defend Tommy, you know? Find a way to let him go and whatnot, right? And Angela is like, you know, we don't know that she don't want to let go Tommy already because she want the praise and whatnot, right? So she's like, yeah, whatever. And Ghost is like pretending, you know, like, yeah, you got Lobos, so, you know, let go of Tommy. And she was asking him about his phone too. And he was like, yeah, you know, I always in problems with my phone, so I just did get rid of it and just got a new phone, right? And clearly Angela knows that something is wrong right there. She definitely knows. Remember, Holly had already told her that he was Ghost, and even though he has been trying to cover his tracks and trying to get her not to see that he's Ghost, not to believe that he's Ghost, Angela is definitely putting 1 and 2 together. And she knows that he's Ghost. But, you know, she's trying to protect him and she's trying to bring down Tommy, right? Anyways, as I said before, I'm really getting annoyed with Ghost now with this Angela thing. Like, Ghost, you need to let go. Like, seriously, you need to let go of this bitch. Let go of her. Let go. Yes, she was your high school sweetheart and whatnot, but she's no longer that sweetheart, and she's gonna fuck you over, right? So, Ghost, seriously, you're getting on top of my fucking nerves now. You need to let go of this bitch, Angela. Like, seriously. Seriously, Ghost. Kanan is setting up Sean to kill Ghost, right? So they're basically telling him the plan, you know, Kanan and his guy. I forgot the guy's name again. I remembered it while I was watching the show, but now I forget it again. Anyway, Kanan and his guy is telling Sean, you know, what the plan is. And the plan is basically, you know, Sean must go just continue his driving job and whatnot. He's supposed to carry Ghost into an alley, and then he's supposed to shoot him with a silencer on the gun, and then he's supposed to basically drive to the warehouse with the dead body from, I think, Brooklyn to Queens or somewhere, Manhattan to Queens, with the dead body in the car, right? And poor Sean, he's not cut out for this shit. Like, seriously, he's not a hood rat, but he's not a street rat like Kanan. But anyways, he agrees that he's gonna do it and whatnot, right? Anyways, he's bringing Ghost to Manhattan and whatnot, downtown, I think, or Midtown, yeah. So they're driving to Midtown Manhattan, and, you know, he's on his way, like him diverting, you know, him taking a detour so he can get to go into the alley, which is supposed to be close to Truth or something like that. So he's taking a detour, but when he takes a detour, they're doing road work, so he's not able to get into the alley that he's supposed to get into. So he calls, but before he actually does try to do the killing, he calls his dad and he's like, "Oh, Dad, yeah, Uncle G is about to come in and whatnot." And his dad is like, "Uncle G, you don't hear I say you must forget the Uncle G shit. He's not your Uncle G anymore. He's the motherfucker that you're about to kill. Forget this Uncle G shit," right? But poor Sean, Sean is such a sweetheart. He's not even cut out for this shit. He's not cut out for it at all. Anyways, further on in the episode, we see the opportunity actually comes up for him to try to kill Ghost, right? So Ghost is at Truth, and, you know, he's having this big party because he had some Howard people or something. Apparently this big watch company wanted to have like the launch of their new watches at Truth, and, you know, him and Kentus discussed it and whatnot, and he had everything sorted out, like he had permission and everything to do it. So the people are there having the party, right? And he's upstairs and Kentus is like, "Yo, the club is jamming and whatnot." And yeah, somebody in the club came to him and said something was finished, so he needed to go, so they were going to go down, and he was like, "You know what, it's okay, I'm gonna go down and get it." And he goes down into storage or in the basement or wherever, and there goes a chance for Sean to actually kill him, right? So Sean pulls out the gun and he's like, "Yo, don't move, drop the keys, whatnot and whatnot." And then instead of just killing him, because Sean is not cut out for this, like, instead of just killing him right away, he has to go into some talking, you know, like, "You did this to my dad and you never tell me that you did this to my dad," and Sean, and then goes like, "Oh, talking about love and whatnot," and then Sean is like, "You are talking about love? Like, you don't love anybody. Look what you did to my dad. He was your partner. Look what you did to Tommy. And Tommy's your friend. Tommy's your friend and Tommy's your partner. And look what you do to Tasha. You keep fucking around with Angela, with Tasha. And she doesn't deserve this, you know. She doesn't deserve a bastard like you, you know." And, you know, Sean is going on and on about Tasha, and then light bulb goes off in Ghost's head, like bing, 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 bing. And then he realizes that, you know, Sean is fucking Tasha. And then he's like, "She don't deserve you. She don't deserve you. She deserves somebody." And then Ghost is like, "Oh, she deserves somebody like you?" And then he was like, "Yes, somebody like me." Anyway, go on chatting until Ghost just turn around, get the gun from him, put him down on his knees and say him should kill him. And then, oh, poor Sean, he's like, "Oh, I deserve this, I deserve this." Oh God, Sean is so innocent in all of this. I feel so sorry for him. Anyways, Ghost is like, "Yo, I should kill you, you know. You need to stop following your father, but you know what? I'm not going to kill you, I'm going to spare you." I think Ghost knew that Kanan was gonna kill him anyways. So Rose was like, you know what, I'm going to spare you. And he's like, you know what, but the only way I'll spare you is if you just go away. Leave New York, just go away and don't come back, right? Go away. You don't have to be a part of this. You can start your life fresh. You don't have to be a part of this drug game. Start your life and be a man. Don't be a part of this drug game, right? So he's like, go away, go away. So Sean is like, all right, cool. And Sean leaves. And that's the end of that scenario in terms of killing Ghost with Sean. Kanan's plan once again is shot down. And so he goes into planning question about Lobos, right? And he's basically like, he's in interrogation at the precinct, and he's basically not giving up anything. He's not saying anything, right? They want him to, you know, talk about what Lobos did and, you know, everything. But, you know, Tommy's from the street, so of course he's not going to snitch or anything like that, right? Angela realized that this is not working, so they're trying to find another alternative to go and actually find out, like, to get another alternative to see what they can do to actually get him talking, right? What they did was they went for Tommy's cocaine mother. And of course, you know, Tommy have a soft spot for her and whatnot, and they bring her in the room, and, you know, she's trying to talk to him and these stuff, and Tommy's like, no, I'm not snitching, and I'm not snitching for you nor anybody. Alright, so just carry me back to myself, because I'm not snitching. So you can just fuck off, because I'm from the streets, and from the streets, we don't snitch on people, right? Tommy power. Free Tommy again, and I'm going to keep on saying it, free Tommy. Anyways, so yeah, they go, Tommy's brought back to his cell and whatnot, and then the security guard, later in the episode, the security comes, the police comes, or the officer, or the jail officer, whatever comes, takes him from his cell, and they're bringing him somewhere, and he's like, where the fuck are you guys bringing me? Anyways, they carry him around to this back room, no camera, no microphone, and again, Angela strikes again with her little delinquent self, you know? She strikes again. She's trying to get into Tommy's head, you know? You can testify against Lobos for some reason, goes, Jamie wants to save you, and if you testify against Lobos, I will help you and whatnot. And then Tommy's like, oh, so you two fuckers are working together. And then she's like, no, Tommy's not working together. Tommy's like, oh, so he sent this lawyer to come to defend me because he's working with you and whatnot. And then she's like, no, he actually wants to help you. He wants you to be free and whatnot. And I'm here because of him, because if it was up to me, you would rot in prison. And then Tommy just basically attack her. Tommy was like, you poison pussy bitch. Tommy, you never said a bet, you said the right thing. Because clearly, she has poisoned Ghost in some way or another. Like, I don't know what kind of pussy Angela have, but seriously, Ghost is out of him fucking mind. Like, seriously. In all of this plot that he's doing, he cannot seem to let go of Angela. Anyways, so Tommy cuts her off and whatnot, and she cutting off Tommy too and whatnot, and Tommy just basically say, I'm not giving you no information on Lobos, but what I can do is I can give you some information on Ghost if you want some information on him. Of course, Angela don't want that because we don't know, she don't want to bring down Ghost, right? Anyways, Tommy goes back to his, Tommy is called by his lawyer. His lawyer comes to visit him or whatnot, and then we see them bringing them to court, right? And then they go to court, and Angela is in court and whatnot, and you know, the defendant, which is Tommy's lawyer, Mr. Proctor, he brings up, you know, new evidence, and Tommy was about to tell him some stuff, right? But he was like, no, just sit back and relax. Anyway, the illegal acquirement of the sketch from Louise's daughter Isabel of Tommy, which we had seen goes like 2 episodes ago with, is brought into question, and they're like, how did you guys the lawyer basically tells them that the reason they were able to identify Tommy was because of this illegal sketch that they had, right? And this evidence was not obtained legally because this was a 14-year-old girl who did not have any consent from her parents to draw this sketch, right? So this was definitely some illegal shit, you see? Angela be building a case, and this bitch is building a case on everything that is illegal. Everything that is illegal. So you know what is gonna happen? This is just gonna go straight down the drain. Yes, Angela, you know that it is ghost, and you know that Jamie is ghost, and you know that Tommy is involved in the drug game, but because of the fact that you are so hungry, which is what the lawyer basically said in court, that somebody that was too hungry for success got some illegal evidence, right? Because Angela is so hungry for success, she's doing everything not by the books. Everything that she's doing is illegal. All her procedures, everything that she does, all the evidence that she collects, everything is done illegally. And as such, the case is just fucked. Like, seriously fucked. Like, seriously, they're sitting in court like thinking, oh, we have got this, we got this, you know, like we have all this evidence. But bitches, y'all don't realize that Miss Angela, all the evidence that she has brought forward to you guys is fucking illegal. It's all illegal. And this is what played out right here in this scene. Like, right now, they're in court, and the evidence that she had, which brought Tommy to be identified, was all illegal shit. And so, the case is dismissed. Dismissed with prejudice. That means that even if they want to pick it up back again, they can't. They can't. Because the evidence that Angela had was illegal. One down, how many more to go? Angela, you are fucked. You are very fucked. Your career that you're so wanting to build, honey, is fucked. Angela is mad as shit, right? So she goes to see Jamie because, you know, Jamie paid for a lawyer for Tommy. And on top of that, he stole the portrait from her apartment. So she went to see him, and she's mad as shit, and she's all up in his face, you know, like, you screwed me over, you fucker, you screwed me over. And Jamie's like, Angie, what are you arguing about? Can't you see that we're both alike? Like, you screwed me over too when you bugged my phone. So he did know about the bugging of the phone and whatnot, right? And she's like, oh, that's why you changed your number and whatnot. And Jamie's like, Angie, we're the same people. And she's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. So tell me, Jamie, like, are you Ghost? And Jamie's like, well, Angela, if I was Ghost, do you think I would tell you? Do you think Ghost would tell you that he is Ghost? Right away, Angela gets her answer. So she knows that he's Ghost after all, right? And so these two are arguing. And Jamie, oh my God, Ghost is so fucking delusional. Seriously? Kanan thinks Sean is pussy whooped? Seriously, the one that is pussy whooped in this show is Jamie. Ghost is so pussy whooped, it's not even funny. Tommy was right. Angela pussy is poisoned. Clearly she has poisoned him. Him really poisoned. Like, seriously, he is poisoned. Anyways, him going and talking about, you know, we have everything that we want, and we have the dream from high school. How about we just start over and we can own the club together, and, you know, I can just put all this aside and we can be together. Jamie, seriously, Ghost? Seriously? No. No. I can't believe this. Ghost delusional. Him crazy. I think he's so crazy. Like, her pussy is really poisoned. Like, seriously? Some addiction in her pussy or something. But she have Ghost locked. She have him locked. Because him thinking about, even with all of this going on, him still asking her to be with him. Anyways, I don't know how that go. Whatever thing that Angela have in her pussy, I need to go check the Puerto Rican so I can get some of that. Because I clearly need to put that in my pussy so I can hold on to my man seriously. Angela, what kind of lock man pussy you have? And what I like to know is what kind of lock man pussy Angela have. Seriously. Anyways, Angela basically tell him that, listen, I wanted to be with Jamie. You are not Jamie. I don't want to be with you. I don't want you. I don't want to be with no drug dealer. I don't want to be no drug lord. And fuck you, Ghost. And she basically leaves. And that's it. So Angela realized that, you know what? Jamie is Ghost. She's not going to get nothing out of him in terms of testifying against Lobos or Tommy. So she leaves. And she leaves, and outside of the club, she's being followed by Greg, and pictures are being taken of her in front of the club and whatnot, right? She goes back to the office. Greg comes to her, and he's like, you know what, Angie? I was thinking, I was thinking, why would Lobos invest in somebody as stupid as Tommy? Tommy has a record. He's done all of this shit. He's not so smart. Like, why would Lobos invest in somebody like Tommy? And then I got to thinking that maybe it's not Tommy. Tommy's not the one that we want. The one that we actually want is James St. Patrick. And then Angela was like, you know what? And then he was like, you know what? I know that you're working with him. You're working with him and whatnot. And then she was like, you know what, Greg? You're right. And I was working with him, but he fucked me over. He fucked me over. And he was like, oh, so that's why you were crying at the club? And she was like, yeah. That's why I was crying. And then he was like, oh, and then she was like, you know what? He fucked me over. And you're right. He is ghost. Let's just stay here tonight and try to see if we can figure out and gather all the evidence that we can on him to take him down tomorrow. Angela, seriously, can you be any more desperate? Like, you're not telling Greg the full story. Like, when you get all this evidence and you bring him down, and then now them tell you, then go tell everybody, say, yes, him fucking you. Seriously, conflict of interest right there. Conflict of interest right there. The case destroyed again. Angela, are you so dumb? You are so dumb. Like, aren't you thinking clearly? All of them years of going to law school and being a federal agent, lawyer, and all of this bullshit. Federal attorney and all of this bullshit. Seriously, you're not using your fucking brain. Like, listen to me. You see, Angela and Jamie, them too toxic together, you know. They're very toxic. Like, I've always said this. Holly and Tommy, toxic to each other. Same fucking thing with Angela and Jamie. Angela and Ghost, them not good for each other. Them toxic. They're toxic. And Jamie him delusional because him think say him can be with her even when all of this shit is going on, and even though she doing some case and all of that, him still want to be with her. And Angela, she delusional because she actually thinks that she can bring him down. She's going to be able to build a case and bring him down regardless of the fact that she was fucking him. Angela, are you serious? Are you serious, bitch? Seriously, bitch, are you serious? But anyway, Mamacita, go and build a case. Build your case, because trust me, when all of this is said and done, I have no doubt that Tommy and Ghost going to be free. So continue build your case, Mamacita. Mamacita, build your case, Angela, build your case. Goes to see Tasha, right? And she's basically talking to her, giving her all her records or whatnot. I remember Tasha has been stashing away money, you know, for some time now, right? So Keisha is like, 200,000, Tasha, what are you going to do with that? That's like your shoe shopping for one day. And then she's like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know that I can't stay here. And she's like, what? And she's like, yeah, I have to leave. And then Keisha is like, why? And she's like, because I don't trust Ghost anymore. Him still screwing around with Angela. And Keisha is like, that same bitch again? And she's like, yeah, him still screwing around with Angela, and I don't trust him anymore. And I feel like because him screwing around with her and the bitch pussy is poisoned, yeah, her pussy is poisoned. Yeah, I just think that everything just going to go haywire very soon. So I just need to run off. And Keisha is like, so you're going to run off with them kids? You're going to run off? And she's like, yeah. And Keisha is begging her to stay, right? And she's like, no, I have to leave because my kid's not safe and I have to go basically, right? Anyway, after Sean goes into this thing with Ghost, he has to leave too because Ghost tell him same need to leave because whatnot. So before him leave, him go to check him dad, you know, because of course him don't kill Ghost, so him have to carry return the gun and whatnot. So him go and then him start asking him father like, why you want me to kill Ghost, you know? Is it true that the reason you want me to kill him is because of revenge? It's not because he's a bad person? And then Kanan is like, fuck. The motherfucker just flipped the script. So yeah, Ghost flipped the script basically. And now, instead of hating Ghost, Sean is basically questioning his dad. And he's like, you know what? Yes. Kanan is like, you know what? Yes, it's true. I did that. And then Sean all of a sudden get mad. And then he's like cussing him, you know, saying, oh, you are such a street fucking rat and you will never be anything. You're the worst person in the world. And him cussing him off and telling him, you know, fuck you and fuck whatever. And so he's like, you know what? I'm out. and he's leaving. And then Kanan is like, so where are you going? And he's like, I'm going to take Tasha and the kids and I'm leaving town. And Kanan was like, what, fucker? Boom! Shoot him. Let's have a moment of silence for Sean. Seriously? Seriously, Kanan, you killed my man? Anyways, him shoot him and then, you know, he's on the ground and he's crying and he's like, you stupid motherfucker, you know what? I'm not your dad, you're not my son anyways, because my son is never ever so weak. And then Sean goes to take out his phone. He's like, kicks away the phone. He's like, who the fuck are you gonna call? Are you gonna call your mom? We know say Kanan is just some little hood rat, street rat, little disgusting dog. Him don't care about nobody. And him just shoots him in his head. And oh my God, that's the end of Sean. Like, seriously, I never expected this at all. I never expected this. Oh God. Sean, moment of silence. Seriously, Sean is gone. I can't believe this. I don't know what is going to happen next week. Is Kanan gonna go after Tasha? What's gonna happen? What do you guys think? Like, I never expected this ending at all. I never expected Sean to go down. Like, seriously, you guys know that I've been saying that Sean is going to be an integral part of the whole plot. And now he's dead. Like, seriously, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And Ghost still pussy whooped. What is gonna happen? Kanan is gonna resort to his plan B. What exactly is his plan B? I don't know. Like, do you guys know what's gonna happen next week? I'm so sad. Sean is gone. I'm very, very sad that Sean is gone. Anyways, after mourning Sean, that's basically it, Vibes Masters. Yeah, what did you guys think about the show? Like, what do you guys think is gonna happen? Like, what do you think is gonna happen next week? Do you think that Tasha and the kids are in trouble? Do you think that Angela is gonna get to Ghost, the actual Ghost, as in terms of Jamie, but not Tommy, because we know that she can't go after Tommy anymore? But do you guys think she's gonna get Ghost? Do you think Tasha is in danger with the kids in terms of Kanan? Do you think Kanan is gonna get to Ghost? Like, what do you guys think? Tell me down below in the description box below. And don't forget to follow your girl on Instagram. And my name on Instagram is the same as my name on YouTube. It's Vibes Missy. And you can also follow me on Twitter. It's Tasha34 on Twitter. And also follow me on Facebook. My name on Facebook is Tasha Miller. It's your girl, Vibes Missy, checking out Vibes Masters. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm loving Power. I think we have 2 or 3 episodes, 2 or 1 episodes left. But yeah, I'm loving Power. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Vibes Masters. It's your girl, Vibes.